Hi everybody, welcome back to my page. Today we are focusing on the downstairs of my home. I try to go back and forth in different sections just to give everybody an idea of what I have to go through to keep my house picked up. There's no way I can go through my whole house every single day. It's just too much work. So my rule is I set my Google Play for 1 hour every day and I clean as much as possible and then I call it a day. I think it's a really good way to structure the cleaning so that you keep motivation and you're not struggling to keep up with the household. You're kind of just maintaining it. I do have a home of 5 people, so it's a little hard to keep up on it all the time. If you notice in my video, my German Shepherd's following me everywhere. He thinks at any moment I'm going to be attacked or killed or kidnapped, I guess. So if anybody has a German Shepherd, I'm sure you can relate to that. He's my boy. He's supposed to be my husband's dog, but he's really my dog. I actually got him for my husband's 50th birthday, and he's attached to my hip. It's funny because he's a male, and we had 2 other male dogs that were exactly the same. They followed me everywhere. They were just, I guess, my dogs. They just adopted me, I guess. So here I am going in with my Lysol all-purpose cleaning spray. I love this spray. You guys really got to check out different cleaning products and see what works best for you. I like this spray for, like my tables and things. In the kitchen, I use the Dawn Power Wash a lot. I feel like that does the best job of getting off grease and everything on my stove and on my island. And I like to clean out my sink with it also. So if you're looking at the table, I bought the white like that. I love white in my house. The cabinets that you see me cleaning off, I painted them white. We bought them used and they were like a dark brown, and I don't like the dark wood, so I painted them by hand with some chalk paint. I highly recommend, if you're going to repaint furniture, use the chalk paint. All you do is sand it, and really you don't even need to prime it or anything if you're using the chalk paint. So I went ahead and repurposed them, and I just painted them and bought new handles and modernized them a little bit. Here I am cleaning up my shoes. You see this shoe rack? It is collapsing. We have so many shoes. And I keep telling my kids, you need to go through your shoes because that thing is going to fall to the floor. So here I am. I'm going to vacuum up my living room now. This vacuum is, I think, an Eureka. I love this vacuum. It's great for pet hair. It doesn't get clogged like a lot of other vacuums. I can't tell you how many vacuums I've gone through with my German Shepherd. And I have 5 cats. So I go through a lot of pet hair in my house. And these rugs I got at, I believe, Wayfair. I love them. I like the pattern of them. And now I'm going on to my living room. So right now I'm just folding up blankets. I'm sorry, the camera view, you can't really see me in the corner there, but that's what I'm doing right now. We always keep blankets on the couches because, I don't know, we're always cold no matter what the temperature is. We're always chilly. I don't know what's wrong with me. But there my dog is again, following me around like a little lost puppy. I had to get him back scratches because he was just wanting mommy attention. So here I am putting the blanket on his bed. He loves that blanket. My one dog, my Pomeranian, actually got put down and we used that blanket. We wrapped him in it when he passed away. So I think that's why my German Shepherd's so attached to it. I'm over here by my big entertainment center. If you look up on top, I have all my Lego sets. That's not all of them. It's only a portion. But as you can tell, I love Lego sets. And they're not all Lego. Some of them are Fun Hole brick sets. And some of them are Lumi bricks. And they're really all the same. They all really the same quality as Lego. You don't have to buy the Lego brand in order to get a good building brick set. A lot of people think I'm odd because I'm a woman and I'm a mom and I'm a grandma. But I like building Legos. It's relaxing for me. So I'm going to go in and I just put down the pet powder on my rugs. I love that just to refresh my rugs with the animals. I just don't like to smell like a humane society. So I like to go through and freshen it up every day. I literally have to vacuum every day in order to keep up on the pet hair. Here's my boy again. It's about his meal time. So I'm going to go do that next. I'm going to go get his food and water. So maybe he'll leave me alone for a little bit. Yep, there he goes following me. He knows it's food time. So we get him, I forgot what kind of dog food. I think it's Purina or Pedigree maybe. I don't know. It's about $60 a bag. Everything's so expensive. But that's the only dog food he will eat. So that's what he gets. And my bathroom, I'm so sorry about the angle. I'm just trying to figure out how to maneuver the camera. I'm kind of new at this. So you can't even see like my whole sink. But I did the best I could with the angles. My bathroom, the only downside of my home is this is my only bathroom. And it's rough with 5 people in my house. But we make it work. I wish someday I would have the money to build another bathroom upstairs. That would be nice because that again, my only bathroom is downstairs. So that's another downfall of it is every time I got to go to the bathroom in the middle of the night, I got to run downstairs. So here I am cleaning up the sink. This gets pretty messy from everybody brushing their teeth and the boys shaving and all that good stuff. You know how everything's a mom's job. They just do it and go, and mom will clean it up. So that's about how it works around here. So, yep, I'm just tidying up my little toilet caddy. I have so much stuff. Does anybody have a better way of organizing things? I do have a cabinet in my bathroom that holds all the towels, but you can't really see it in this video. Other than that, I have really a lot of things just piled up on here, and then I have another little cabinet that holds like my soaps and body sprays and things like that. And yep, so here I am cleaning the toilet. I think the toilet should always be a man's job since they make the biggest mess in the toilet. I have 2 men in my house, and I swear they don't ever hit the toilet when they pee. Anyways, I just wanted to get in a little discussion with you guys about, I don't know if any of you guys homeschool or if you're considering homeschooling, but I love homeschooling. I think it's really good for my kids. It's obviously everybody's got their own choices on how they want to teach their children, but I pulled my 2 youngest kids out of school a few years ago. My 3 oldest did graduate from school, believe it or not. They went all the way through school. But I noticed through the years the school districts were getting bad and the schools weren't listening to me. The bullying was out of control. And when my kids were coming home and crying over going to school, and honestly, one of my daughters said that she was having some mental health issues going to school. I was just like, boy, what are the alternatives? So I got a hold of a woman in my area, and she pointed me to the Power homeschooling system. And what I had to do to get started is I had to write a letter to the school district with a letter of intent that I was planning on homeschooling. And then I had to come up with a curriculum with the subjects that they needed for their grades of how I was going to go about it. So my kids are enrolled in a Power homeschooling app, which they go online every day and they do their schoolwork. And I adjust their steps. I get to view their grades. I am in charge of like their spelling tests, their reading and writing, reading books and doing book reports. So yeah, it is manageable. I work and I do the homeschooling. The Power homeschooling does a lot of the work for me, and then every quarter I have to write a report card just like a teacher would, except I also submit the documents from Power homeschooling to prove their grades and their GPA averages and their attendance. Now their attendance, I do the same thing as the school district. I do the same breaks like Christmas, Thanksgiving, summer breaks, all that stuff. But then it's also nice if we want to go on vacation, I can just pause their schooling for the time we're away, and then I can up their stuff so they can catch up when we get back, or I'll just have them go ahead a little bit before our trip. So you really have a lot more freedom homeschooling, I think. Plus, the thing that I like is the kids aren't sitting in school for 6 or 7 hours a day, just going from class to class. And it does get overwhelming for them, I think. So at home, they can do a class or two and take a break, maybe get a bite to eat, go for a walk, go outside with the dog for a little bit, and then, get their mind clear again and move on to the next subject. And doing so, I think that their grades have really gone up. They have A's and B's now versus when they were in school. I mean, one of my daughters were pretty much failing. They were getting, D's and F's, and it wasn't a good thing. So now that they're homeschooling, they're on a much better schedule, and they seem to enjoy it a lot more. They seem happier, and that's all that matters to me. Yeah, so we're moving on. We're in the kitchen still. Does anybody have an idea or a link where I can get like an organizer for all of our water mugs and Stanleys? Because I can't seem to figure out what to do with all them. It's all overflow, and my cupboards are already full of all my glasses and cups. So they're just sitting there on the microwave. I mean, we do use them a lot. They get used every day, but I kind of want to move them someplace where they're not on the microwave. As you can tell, I really like gnomes. Gnomes are another thing that I like to collect. Gnomes and Legos are my thing. So yeah, I'm just using my power spray, my Dawn Power Spray, like I said. And also, if you guys are looking for some good products, the Drew Barrymore Beautiful brands at Walmart are really great. I got the slow cooker, and I have the toaster, and I have the knife sets, and I have a utensil set. And they're all beautiful. Like I said, I love white, so anything I can get white that works well, it works for me. And actually, my daughter gifted me a few of those sets for Christmas, and I love them. And so here we go. I'm doing the island. I got a lot of dead flowers on my island, which I'm going to throw away in just a few minutes. They're from Mother's Day, and they actually lasted quite a long time. I was surprised, but I think it's time for them to go in the trash can now. Bye-bye, flowers. So yeah, I'm just doing the same thing I did the other day, cleaning up my kitchen. I feel like the kitchen is always the worst. It's where everybody cooks and leaves crumbs everywhere. And if anybody has teenagers, you know how it goes. My son will cook late at night when he gets out of work, and then he just doesn't do up his dishes like he's supposed to, and I don't know. So it's a ever-ending battle. So I just let it go at this point. Here I am. My camera kind of malfunctioned a little bit. I had to fix it and then move on. But yeah, I'm changing the garbages now again. 2 full garbages. I said in my previous videos that my kids go through a lot of garbage, and I meant that. They go through a lot of garbage. Good thing I have 2 big garbage cans. There's my dog again, wondering what's going on. So somebody's going to jump out of the garbage at me. Where did I go? Oh, there I am. And I have an overflow of seasonings, too. I really need a season organizer. So if anybody has any ideas on Amazon or something, let me know, because I'm always looking for organization. All right, it looks like I'm almost done with the kitchen. I still haven't gotten around to painting that island white like I want to, because I feel like it just doesn't go with my kitchen. Everything's white except for that thing. It just sits there all brown and ugly. So, yep, look at all the pet hair again. And I just did this yesterday. It's nonsense. So, yep, there's my dog. More pets. He needs attention. He's a big baby. So much for protection. All right, so now I'm back in my laundry room to another mess. I just cleaned this room 2 days ago, people. 2 days ago. Like I said, my family loves to do laundry, but they don't like to fold the laundry. So here I am, human laundromat, folding up everybody's laundry. So it actually isn't as bad as it looks this time. It's about maybe 2 loads of laundry sitting there that I'm trying to get through. And like I said before, I have a lot of overflow laundry, so I still have to look into getting those white bins for all that laundry so it can at least be a little bit more organized and I don't have to worry about pet hair getting on them. The 2 baskets next to the washer, that's dirty clothes I have to wash still, but I'll get to that. Yeah, I don't know if everybody else, it's a struggle, right? Keeping up on your laundry, especially with kids. It's a lot. It's like, how do you go through so many clothes? Then towels are always gone. I could do up all my towels and 2 days later, there's not one towel in the house. And we have about 40 towels. Make that make sense. And just like, oh, let's talk about the fork and spoon situation, okay? I go through so many forks and spoons. I just bought, I think, like 40 forks and spoons a few months ago. And tell me why I did dishes and I found 1 fork and 1 spoon. So now I have to spend the money to buy more forks and spoons. And of course, I ask my kids, what happened to them? And they say, oh, we don't know. Well, they don't just disappear, folks. I don't know. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed my video and I hope you follow and subscribe. I'm really just trying to build a following. So give me a chance, okay, guys? And I promise you there's better content coming out. Thank you all. I'm still learning how to edit. Everything's a process. Thank you all. Bye-bye.